Good morning, Rep Pack. Today we are at the flea market. You guys can see it is very dark out. I am doing the intro early, which I usually don't do, but it is 5 a.m. in the morning. It actually looks earlier than that, but it's 5 a.m. and we're gonna be looking for stuff for our eBay shop, our whatnot stream, or some stuff for my personal collection if it's Nickelodeon or anything animation related that I want to keep. But without any further ado, let's head on in and see what they got. People are still setting up, you can see right now, which is weird. Reason I kind of wanted to do the intro here is you guys can maybe hear, if we listen quietly, a ringing in the background. And I think because this is at a school, there's like the school alarm, like the fire alarm is going off. Obviously, I don't think there's any fire, otherwise people would be a lot more frantic probably, but there is an alarm going off, so hopefully they get that turned off at some point. Otherwise, it's gonna be an annoying day, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably pick up the show more once it gets brighter and keep you guys updated on what I got. But if I see anything like really spectacular at the start, I will definitely let you guys know. Man, it is freaking dark out here. Hopefully it's early enough the sellers can't see the prices. They're just giving us good deals all the way across. But we found our first items over here, and these came from a house with no rules because there ain't no way in hell my mom was letting me watch South Park. But we have these South Park plushies here. I'm missing everybody besides Stan. They wanted $5 each for them. They were okay quality, and in typical fashion at the beginning of the day, Marcus always makes one not such a smart purchase. I think they're going to be worth it either way though. We'll put them on our whatnot stream. So I ended up grabbing these three guys here to start our day off and to break the ice of the first pickup of the day. They have this right here too, which I have this game in the metal tin like version of this. We'll pop it up on screen. I've never seen this cardboard box for it before. So it's got all the same pieces in there. This must have been like just a different version of it that came out, or maybe that's inside this tin version. I don't think I've ever opened the tin version, to be honest. No, there's a barcode on it, so this must have just been like a separate release. The memories are here with all the tech deck, little ramps and stuff here, blind stickers on here, the zoomies. This was me. Like, this literally, we lived the same life, me and whoever this kid was. So the next one here, I picked up a bunch of skateboards. We paid a lot of money in this trip. I think we paid like $630 all together for everything in today's video, which is absolutely insane because everybody was just charging a lot. I promise as things go, it's gonna brighten up and we're gonna be finding a lot more in like one specific area. But at the morning, sometimes you get there and it's just like you're so glad you're there because there's so much stuff coming out. And then sometimes you're there and you're like, oh my God, I wish I was still like in bed. But I did find this booth that was charging $15 each for a bunch of skateboards, and a lot of them were brand new, so I picked up a ton of those because I sell a lot of skateboards on our eBay shop. So seeing all these ones that were basically brand new for 15 bucks, I had to pick up a stack. Okay, so there's some music playing here, so I'm gonna have to mute this obviously, but there's this Family Guy diamond board here, which is just sick in itself. There's that one. There was also a regular just Family Guy logo one, but you can see all the boards here. I just started grabbing all of them I could find that were like, you know, nice brands that were quality. Some of them were still sealed, but unfortunately they stored them with like a lot of other skateboards that still had the grip tape on them, so that kind of ripped up the wrapping paper or even the design on some of them. And they are still technically new, so selling them to somebody who actually skates, you know, they're still structurally there. It's just got the graphic being scratched up a little bit, which a lot of skateboarders really don't care all that much, especially if they're gonna actually use them. So I just went through these. Some of them, like these anime themed ones, those ones were not licensed, so I did not grab those ones, but the other ones were. As an element board here, a Star Wars element board. And I mean, these boards on average, we're gonna price them because some of these are actually vintage boards and they don't pop up, like you can't find comps of them very easily. But I'm probably gonna be getting somewhere between 40 to 80. There's a couple boards in here that are like 150 plus, but we're just gonna average it out to about $50 a board. I'm paying about less than $15 each on them. I think I ended up doing 2 for $25, so that's about $12.50 a board, which is an incredible deal. So I just started stacking them up. We made a nice stack of like, I think maybe 12 boards, so we'll add 12 times 50. Not doing pretty bad. We're already kind of adding up to where we paid for the entire day. So if these boards, obviously does not include shipping fees, stuff like that, so we're probably around like 60% towards our goal of profit here, so not doing too bad. A lot of good brands here. You'll see Mystery, Zero, Element, Diamond, but they're like character themed ones, DGK. They're all really hot selling skateboard brands, so I'm glad that I picked those ones up, and that at least got me warmed up for the day. Okay, so on screen you can see here also I talked to Dusty for a little bit, and he told me that he's gonna be having a lot of like vintage toys coming out, which that I like. I enjoy that quite a bit. You might say I have a whole YouTube channel around said thing, so I was looking forward to that. But he was waiting for it to get a little bit brighter because he doesn't like bringing out a ton of small stuff like that this early in the morning just because it's so dark. People steal stuff like that. I get it. So we had to wait for it to get a little bit brighter for that. Okay guys, and again, I'm so sorry that it's so dark right now, but I don't want you guys to miss out some of the big pickups of the day. Unfortunately, this is just one of those things that happen to happen really early. So I do have my flashlight out, but it is very, very dark here. But we found some absolutely insane Grail Funko Pops here. So we're just kind of walking around looking again, just waiting for Dusty to open up here. But I saw this stack of Funko Pops over here in the back, which typically, again, Funko I kind of stay away from. I found this vintage Meowth, and I was like, okay, let's just keep looking around. Maybe there's some other stuff like that. Found a vintage Polyworld as well too, so I was like, okay, we're finding some stuff. And I noticed the Funko Pops were kind of older. I saw the Futurama ones. That's what actually got my attention. So I'm just like, okay, now these are not some like, you know, chump change Funko Pops. These are like $20, $40, $50 Funko Pops here. We saw Zap Brannigan, the Scooby-Doo, and Shaggy. So I start stacking them. You guys are seeing the prices pop up as we're going through them. This was honestly one of the best like collections of Funko Pops I've ever seen at the flea market that wasn't like completely gone through. I wish the prices would have been a little better because you're gonna see how much I ended up paying for all of this, and I don't know if I did good or not. You guys will see the math adding up as we do it. I think the skateboards hopefully are gonna cover our bases a little bit, but you can see there's a bunch of them I'm grabbing here. There's some like generic ones obviously too that I'm like leaving behind, but you have like some ones like this, like Ahsoka here too, the Comic-Con, the Stan Lee Comic-Con exclusive, which was like before it was just called Comic-Con, the LA Comic-Con. And there's a lot of other ones here that you're probably saying like, oh, you should have grabbed that one. It's like a $20, $30 pop too. But I started to realize that he might be charging more than I wanted. So I was like looking for, you know, like $40 and over Funko Pops at that point. All right, so you know, it was one of those things where you're hoping they're gonna say like, I don't know, $100 for all of them, but he wanted $350 for all those Funko Pops. I ended up doing $275, which is still wild, but I think we'll be able to cover that with like maybe 4 or 5 of them, and then the rest of them will be profit. So it's not gonna be like this killing that I was thinking it was gonna be, but still, you know, I mean, we'll check it out when we get home. I saw a couple that went for about 100 or more, so not bad at all. And like I said, I mean, I always look at it as a day overall. Like, even if you don't make a ton on that one, if we did good on everything else, like the skateboards, some other stuff, it'll add up together to be one like better total. So get bigger wins on something, smaller wins on others. Let's get the cash for him and let's get back out there. And then before we went to Dusty's booth, Riff and the boys over at Pixel Game Squad, we always run to them at the flea market. They said what's up, and I actually sold one of the skateboards to Riff right there. So we got a little bit of our money back, which we can subtract from the value that we paid through the day. A lot of mystery Zero. I have a guy who buys Zero boards, so I was like, I'm gonna grab these for him. Right here. And the 2 Family Guy ones.
Dang, the best one, my favorite are the Zeros, bro.
Oh yeah, Zero had like the most hardcore branding for sure.
Dang, how much for a Zero? This is where I put him on the spot. This is where I make him feel.
I paid 20, would you do 40?
What'd I do?
Nah, 40? You've given me a lot of stuff for the price 40, I paid. Care. Okay, 40?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, go ahead and pick one for 40.
All right, Ricky, you got 40 bucks? I'm just kidding. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, so we're selling one of them. We already made some money back. We're selling one of them here.
20 and 40.
Oh, wow, thank you. I'm not even going to try to look further. That was probably counterfeit. All these tricks he's got.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Marcus.
Also, freaking dope shirt. The Dare TMNT shirt. Heck yeah. That's freaking rad. Oh, that's Pizza Hut? So it's actually licensed?
No, but it's
okay, I was like, there's no way they did all that, right?
Dude, that would be awesome, dude.
That's like a dream collab.
See, she's like...
Hey, that's pretty cool too. I love it.
From Espa.
Okay, I see a few more Funko Pops over here. We see Daggett. There's Daggett here. There's Quail Man. This is a Disney dog, but we'll still take him if it's a good deal. We got Rocco, but he's missing Spunky. Quail Dog. And then we got the Heifer here too. So man, it's a Funko day today, it seems like. I'm always super like anti-Funko, but you know, here we are buying them a lot. Okay, so now this is when the day completely gets wild. It gets insane. We are finding some crazy stuff here. So Dusty starts unloading all of these old school toys onto the tables, and man, did we find some stuff I just literally will cherish forever. I cannot wait to share them with you guys. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. I have 2 or 3 of those.
I was gonna say I was gonna sell it or give it to you, but now I'm not.
Oh,
so
okay.
2 or 3.
No, I just random. That's the one I always find is Ickis.
Really?
But if he has the whole set, I might be after you for that one.
Okay.
So you guys can see, you know, this is like really 90s like action figures and stuff like that. Of course, I prefer like the animation related stuff. There's some good stuff here, but I don't necessarily know what he's going to charge for it yet. So the type of stuff I'm looking for hadn't come out yet, but there was definitely some really cool stuff. So I wanted to share it with you guys. But as things come out, you'll see some more and more stuff that's a little bit more my style that I ended up picking up. But I think I got a little tunnel vision. I probably should have grabbed some of the figures that were there too and at least like checked out comps on them. But again, I was just kind of like watching every box that came out because I didn't want to miss out on something that I really wanted, looking at something that I was like kind of interested in. Oh, that Family Guy one's pretty cool. The Family Guy online game. There's a lot of Family Guy stuff today. Oh, this one's pretty rad. The Paranorman. I know, I saw that when I was saying a lot of Family Guy stuff today. Got Adam West on there. Heck yeah. That's freaking
Marcus
sweet.
ever makes you feel bad, you just verbally say, hey, suck it, Marcus.
I'm not very confrontational. I'll just walk away. Twilight breaking down. These are old Comic-Con posters, it looks like. Okay, so I'm looking through the posters here and we're seeing some cool ones. I'll show you guys some clips of some of the posters that I found. But these are just the start of some of the epic posters we're going to be finding. You can see I have a Roger one there as well as a Paranorman one. But while I was looking at the posters, I decided to come over on this side and see what was going on. And I spotted a bunch of the old school Pokemon Pokeballs with the gold Pokemon inside of them. So I grabbed those ones. I got all of them except for the Charizard, I think, and maybe the Pikachu. So I grabbed the other ones that were still available there. Okay, in a little bit here, I'm probably gonna just let the footage go for itself and you guys will have to just like, you know, hear me commentating here and there, but you'll get to see what I'm picking up. But right here, they pulled out all of these old Blockbuster cards for movies. So these are the cards that were like display pieces behind the movie. So if the movie sold out, you could see what was there. So there's a bunch of them there. I already told them they're looking through them if they can see any. If they see anything animated related to let me know. I think Ricky did find like a Ben 10 one, which we ended up picking up. But there was some other ones in there that were pretty interesting that we ended up grabbing. 30 Rock, I love 30 Rock. Big Love, no cartoons though, but got Bones, Californication. Never give up. It's an invented quote by Ricky.
No, it's never give up. Trust your instinct by Pepsi. Oh, where'd those come from?
Oh man, there's a lot of TV shows, but no animated ones, sadly.
Morning, bro. Oh, that's cool.
Morning, what's up, dude?
Whoa, it has that guy on there.
I got two.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, do you have this one? The only one I need left is I think these two. If you see those two. Because I have the whole set, I'm just looking for those two. All right, Ricky, if you see these two, let me know. Pumps and Slug, those two down there. There's last two I need for my set. No, this two here. These two are the last. They come in a set together.
Oh, that's why I was like, dude, they're side by side.
We'll just keep that for evidence. Okay, and then right around here is when we started finding some amazing poster stuff. And I think the poster stuff is what made the entire day for me. So I saw this one from a distance, this Disney one, and that opened the floodgates of more and more posters as we went through stuff.
Have Nickelodeon whenever you want.
Hey, that's actually really cool. I think that went inside, yeah, like the, what did this come in with? VHS? There you go.
You recording right now?
Damn! Heck yeah! You guys have freaking filming powers. You can sense like a spider sense. Okay, and then next up, like I said, the poster gates have been opened. We ended up getting handed two posters that I cannot believe. From Austin the Brimstone. His sister was there. Austin was not there. He has to work some weekends, so he's not able to be there. But his sister handed me two posters, knowing that I do like the Nickelodeon stuff, and these posters, my freaking goodness. Oh my gosh, that is actually so freaking cool. We have Foop here, which is the pixie version of Poof. Okay, pause. Shut up, okay? I know I made a mistake, all right? Not the pixie version, the anti-fairy version of Poof, okay? It was in the moment, the pixies, the anti-fairies, they're fairly similar, all right? Give me a break. That is actually insane. Freaking Austin's family's over here just finding grails for everybody. Thank you guys so much. So that one's Foop, and then this one here is that Doug Dimgo? No. Oh, okay, so it's Poof. So you have them back to back. So you have the Poof with the Foop to go side by side. That is actually some of the the dopest posters I've ever seen for Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, and the poof one, if it's framed up, it looks nice and clean. This is from 2010 Comic-Con. The poof one can sell for around $200. There's only one listed right now on eBay, and they're asking $300. But previously it sold for around $150 to $200. So that's something to look out for. Is anything for Comic-Con posters that's like pre-2015 can be kind of valuable. Around 2015 and onward, people started hoarding stuff, keeping stuff a lot more than they did in some of the earlier Comic-Cons. So a lot of those posters got damaged, squished. You know, that's why I love collecting posters so much, is it's really tough to find them in good shape. So if you find Comic-Con posters that are older, they can be really valuable because they're extremely limited and you had to be there. That's the only way you could have gotten that poster. So this guy seemed like he went to like every Comic-Con from like 1998 to like 2014 or something, because he had so many posters and he was just grabbing every freebie he could get. So the poof one goes for $150 to $200. The foop one, I've never even seen that one for sale. So that one I think is probably also around $200 to $300, maybe more. So I think you put both of them together, you could easily put them both in a beautiful frame, put them next to each other. You could easily ask anywhere between $350 to $400, and I don't even think that would be a struggle to sell. So those two posters made the entire day for me. They are beautiful, and that wasn't even the only posters that we got.
There's a bunch of this Madagascar one too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah, there's some more.
Oh, heck yeah, the Nickelodeon Madagascar one.
Packaging.
So these are like Comic-Con, I think, like give outs, but they're old, you know, like probably like mid 2000s, like late 2000s. This is Penguins of Madagascar for its release. So yeah, we're gonna grab one of those for sure. We gotta get some frames for these guys too, because these are freaking beautiful, especially that Foop and Poof one. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe those posters. Those are freaking so damn sick. Okay, and since I had already seen some of those good posters come out, I saw my buddy Riff starting to unroll some posters, and I was like, huh. Oh man, I thought it was Robot Chicken for a second.
That's cool for the toys.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this is, what is this?
Resident Evil, maybe?
No, it's Aeon Flux. Comic-Con, we got War of the Worlds. Yep. Funny enough, that's one of my go-to movies. Zathura. Actually, there's a big market for this movie.
Zathura. There's also Harry Potter behind that, I think.
Harry Potter. Whole bunch.
Heck yeah.
I think it's cool that that one's like a toy line one. Wait, there's another under here. Oh no. Ready? But look at this. Huh? Oh!
Oh, that's freaking sick.
Hey, Marcus' audience. Everybody look at Marcus in the eyes. Suck it.
Hey, I think we actually found some posters that might maybe top that.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. If you want it, totally.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I'll take it off your hands.
Yeah, so everybody remembers earlier in the video, whatever I pay, Marcus pays me double, like the skateboard.
I literally retracted that after I said it because he always gives me a good deal. But then it was just like oh my gosh, dude, now that's freaking sick.
Oh, interesting, Marcus. Interesting, he really wants it.
All right, so whatever you pay, I'll pay double, I guess.
Double? Because I'm nicer than Marcus, everybody remember? Go ahead, both of them.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Literally, if the camera wasn't on, I wouldn't do that.
Heck yeah, dude. That's crazy, the posters today. So, shout out to Rip. We picked up the X's poster. Are you joking me? I knew that there were, because I was like, dude, these posters that are coming out are too good. I have to be over there to at least see what comes out, to see what I'm possibly missing out on. This is the Madagascar one. And I did hook Ripped up after that one. I helped him out. I found him some pretty cool stuff later on. That's kind of what we do, is we all kind of pass each other stuff. But this one right here is absolutely wild. So this is for a show called The X's. I feel like a lot of people get it confused with another show that was on Cartoon Network called Secret Saturdays. And it also kind of gets confused with another show called Replacements that was on Disney Channel. They all kind of had these weird like spy family shows, but The X's was the Nickelodeon one, and that show has absolutely zero merchandise. So it is so tough to find anything for it. So the fact that we have a poster for the show, which is like an early promotional item, you can pretty much name your price on it. Like, it's not like a show with a huge fandom, so like I don't think it would be necessarily like as expensive as maybe the Fairly Odd Parents one, but I think you could easily get maybe between $100 to $150 for the poster if you're patient. Again, there's just a smaller audience of people that are looking for it, but I would say it's probably rarer than the Fairly Odd Parents one, just because of the fact that there's not really much for that show in general. So just for me as a Nickelodeon collector, collector. That's something I'll be keeping in my personal collection, but I do like to share with you guys the resale information. If you ever see it out there, maybe pick it up. But for me, it's going to be staying in my personal collection. If I could have found a second one, I definitely would have sold one. But one just to have like an item that represents that show is incredible. Okay, so these are like all promotional bags, it looks like, from different situations. We have a Godzilla one in here. Like, man, this guy kept everything. We have the Godzilla bag. We have the Monster High tote bag. I'm gonna grab these. What is this back here? Fromby's bag here. These are all Comic-Con bags, you can see here. I'm gonna go through them, guys, in these two hands and see what I can find in there, but very, very cool. It looks like it's mostly the same bag, like you got multiple of it. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave this here, but I did grab two. I'm gonna grab the Monster High one for sure. That one's just awesome. Heck yeah. What is this? A little Abu cutout here. Target food aisle avenue. What the heck even is this?
Get a Shaquille O'Neal.
Get a Shaquille O'Neal in a trade of a lifetime. Okay. Hey, that's pretty cool here at the Muppets here. It's like a Target. Man, so apparently Target had a food aisle.
You too as well.
Hey, nice to meet you as well, man. To both of you. Hey, appreciate it, dude.
Thank you for real. I appreciate it. That means a lot, honestly.
Okay, so you guys saw a member of the rep pack actually was saying there was a bunch of plush over here, so we're gonna go look real quick. I left my cart with the Pixel guys, so that way they can watch it for a little bit while I come over here, and then by the time I come back, Dusty should have more stuff out too, but I also don't know exactly where. He said over here, but I should have probably asked him more specifically where. Let's just kind of look around and we'll find it, hopefully, assuming he means this one here. Let's see here. There's a couple here, but nothing I necessarily need. There's a Scooby-Doo here. I mean, it could be a different booth he was talking about, but it's not too bad though. The Scooby-Doo I'll probably leave behind. Yeah, there's some cool ones for sure, but nothing I really need to grab necessarily. And then over there, I think there's a Pooh. I'm pretty sure this is what he was talking about. Yeah, there's a Pooh over here with Captain Hook. Yeah, definitely worth coming at least take a look, but I'll probably leave this stuff out for right now. Big shout out to that guy though for the heads up though, because you never know. You know, maybe right now there's nothing that I was looking for, but you know, it could have very well been something that I was searching for a long time. So you always got to let people know what you see just in case. Okay, so next up, we're just waiting for more boxes to come out. So Dusty's up there, and then another guy named Brian, who you guys might remember I bought the Dora TV from for a little while back. But they're bringing boxes down, and essentially what you do is you wait here, and you wait for them to slowly trickle feed you. We're like a bunch of freaking calves waiting to suckle on the teat of the truck. Sorry, it's so weird. But we're waiting for them to give us a box so we can take that box, go through it, you know, and then put it on the table for everybody else to get. But the people that are waiting for the boxes kind of get the first dibs on whatever's in those boxes. So you'll see some people around me kind of just like hovering over the box as I'm going through it. So I take this box over here. I think I took this box. Maybe it was this one, if not another one. And we were able to kind of go through it. So I found this, which is Napoleon Dynamite, but this is from the very small, like short run animated series that it had. At some point, this container here had all these pins on it, but I mean, of all the ones on here, the best one we could have found was the Napoleon Dynamite one, because the rest of these have a lot more merch. Okay, so we got another box. You guys can see, well, that's all you can see is the box. So I got another box here. We're gonna go through this now. But I think it was all just like big giant X-Men figures that were like, you know, not worth a ton. Like they're worth like 20 to 30 bucks, but they take forever to sell. So I'm not really interested in that stuff as much. Again, a lot of those 90s action figures were just so mass produced that, you know, they're just not the best to pick up. But I started going through it and there was some paperwork. Now that I'm interested in. So we started going through it and man, there was so much stuff in there that was interesting. But some stuff really stood out, and I'll share that with you guys as we run into it. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, the Ren and Stimpy poster, absolutely amazing. So I had to grab that one. The Beavis and Butthead one's there too. Oh, that's pretty sweet. You have the invisibility potion, Bugs Bunny there. Heck yeah. You have the Bud Pack here. I've actually seen these figures loose many times, but never knew where they actually came from. Is that Iron Giant?
Oh, I saw you eyeing one. Look, I got two.
Oh, dude, you got three, it looks like. Heck yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Better condition that one.
Hey, thank you, man. Heck yeah. I got the freaking Iron Giant Warner Brothers store freaking bag here. That's sweet as heck. We put this in the car and we'll come right back. Okay, so we're waiting for them to bring more stuff out. We'll look at the posters. Maybe we'll find some more of the weird ones that we were finding earlier, because I mean that was probably our biggest scores of all those posters. It's like a lot of more comic book ones though. I mean that's mostly what we're getting here, but at the same time, you know, the fact that we're finding those little things in between, totally making this worth it. Like don't get me wrong, I'm curious what some of the other booths have right now, but when there's this kind of stuff just coming out one after another, I can't leave. Okay, so it has been a thrill over here pulling out all the stuff that we have, but I think I'm going to finally head out of this section. We're still gonna look around the rest of the flea market, but I just think for right now we've gotten pretty much, I mean, I'm still finding stuff that I'm like, oh, that's pretty awesome actually. But we're gonna be trying to work our way out of here. We found a ton of really cool stuff. So let's take one last little scan, because obviously there's still some stuff here and there, and then we're gonna work our way out of here and look at the rest of the flea market. Okay, so that was it, everything at Dusty's booth. We did find a couple more items after this, so we will continue onward, but let's do a little review here. Again, some of this stuff is so rare, it's gonna be hard for me to have comp prices for every single thing. We'll have to be going off of, again, my experience of over 10 years of collecting this stuff on average of what I would pay for it, or what I could see somebody charging for it typically, or what I might be getting for it on our Whatnot stream. Okay, so let's go everything. Okay, so let's go over everything. Man, did we get a ton of stuff. So starting off here, we got all those skateboards, all right? I'm not gonna get a shot of every single skateboard. Those things are way too dang big, but we already added all those up. Second up, at that booth, I also got this. I don't know if we showed footage of it or not, but I got these guitar books here that all go for a good amount of money too. We have the Beatles Complete Easy guitar, Nirvana guitar, and a Perfect Circle, which is just like another guitar book. I always look out for music books like this, especially if they're themed around a certain band. They often go for a lot of money because people are looking for them so they can learn how to play those songs. We have two of these Blockbuster like promo things. I saw the Pokemon white one goes for about 30 to 40 bucks already, so not a bad deal. We have this Alien versus Predator transparent alien figure that's actually like a mail-in figure, so you had to mail in like something that went with another action figure in order to actually be able to purchase this one. So this one's pretty rare, it goes for about 40 bucks too. We got the Michael Jordan button, we got the Buffy promotional cards here, we got this shift and change like Muppets figure or like toy here from Target. A bunch of these hot dog guys, which I don't really think are worth a ton. I thought they were the Wiener Schnitzel guy, but it turns out they were like for something called Hillshire Farms. This epic bag, I don't know if we're gonna be able to find this one or not, but super cool Viz Media backpack here. I didn't even notice in the back here, it also has Pokemon, Blue Dragon, Inuyasha, as well as a Vampire Knight, so it's got some more branding on the back here too. This whole box of Upper Deck cards, these ones don't have any value in particular because they're different sets and stuff, but what I'll probably do is put them on Whatnot as a lot if somebody wants to pick them up. There's a ton of different cards from different series in here, from Garbage Patch Kids, Batman, Family Guy. There's a lot of weird ones in here, and the tin itself is pretty dope, so we'll probably put the whole lot up on Whatnot for like 5 to 10 bucks. We have all of these Pokeballs here. I have these in my collection already. They go for about $40 to $60 depending on the condition of the box, so these are a great pickup there. We got the Funko Pops, we got Heifer, we got Quail Dog, we have Fry, we have Osaka, we have Leela, Kanan, I believe is his name. We have Riddler, we have Two-Face, we have Quail Man, we got Rocco, we got Zap Brannigan, we got this guy, another Rebel one, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Daggett, Zoidberg, and we got the Scooby and Shaggy FYE exclusive 2-pack. Keeping it moving here, we also got all of those Goosebumps books. We got 2 more of these Blockbuster cards. We got one for the Cars Race-O-Rama. I just got that because I thought it was cool. And then we have the Cartoon Network Ben 10 one here too. Another Target food aisle thing, which again, I didn't even know Target had a food aisle like toy stuff, but there's a Abu there from Aladdin. We have a really minty Grommel here for the Our Monster series. We got Peter Parker here, just the classic Peter from the original Spider-Man show. This I don't think has any value in particular, but a cool little Wander Over Yonder like art card here, a really lesser known show by Craig McCracken. I don't think it had more than a season, but very cool just to see, because again, that was probably a promotional item before the show came out. We have the Monsters High Jumbo Tote Bag here with all the different Monster High characters on here. We have the Hasbro one here that has on one side the My Little Ponies, and on the other side it has the Transformers. Another one which is all Monster High here as well too. It's a big size Monster High tote bag. We have the vintage Poliwhirl and also Meowth. The Iron Giant bag, again, one of those things that maybe doesn't have any value in particular, but it's just cool, you know? You kind of got to find the right person who's interested in it. It is just a bag, but very sweet and a piece of the time. And then these posters. So, man, there were some amazing posters here. You guys are seeing them up on screen for you. The values will be popping up next to them as well. I will show you the non-poster items, but you guys are seeing those kind of scan by right now. We got some other posters too. I got 2 of that Disney one, and then I also got this one right here, this Overpower card game, which has Venom and also Gambit on. I think this one's awesome. That'll be on our Whatnot stream. We got the Space Ghost Coast to Coast promotional comic book here, which says, if you wish to make contact with me on the Cartoon Network, just call the cable operator. On the back of it, very cool. We have this set of uncut sheet of Beavis and Butthead cards. And then this is a Wonder Woman comic book standee. So essentially this would pop open. You set it up and then you put the arms out and stuff, and then this would hold up all of the Wonder Woman comics in here. So a little like display board too. So very cool. We have a lot of DC fans over on our Whatnot stream, so that'll probably be going over there too. But very, very cool haul. And my goodness, I think, you know, just with the posters, we have several hundreds of dollars in value. So an amazing, amazing haul. So much fun. And I've said this for the last 2 or 3 flea market videos. It's so coincidental this happened. This is one of my favorite things to collect as of recently is Nickelodeon vintage posters, Cartoon Network as well too. With that entire Cartoon Network collection haul that I bought, I pretty much kept all the posters besides like a couple, because I think that that is something that people sleep on so much and it's so hard to find in good shape. And I think the average person, when they are like trying to add some stuff to their collection, they can hold a lot of value, because maybe somebody doesn't want to have like a billion figures or a bunch of plushies, but they just want to have one really cool vintage poster that represents something that they love. I think a lot of buyers are interested in posters and pay up a lot more for them than you might think. So that's one of the things that I want to collect before I think people kind of catch on to it as much. So I'm so glad that we're able to get so many rare, exclusive and unique posters today. So awesome. But we're not done with today's haul. We still have a few more items. Actually, I forgot to show you these. We also got the South Park characters here. The South Park. We have Kyle, Eric Cartman, and also Kenny. We picked up all those 3, but we still have some other stuff that we're going to pick up today. We still have a whole flea market to look at. Of course, we did spend a lot of time there, so we did miss out on some stuff other places, but man, I would, if I could do it again, I would definitely go back here. You guys will see another booth that we were going to go to that like we probably should have been at too. You guys know Jose. I pick up a lot of stuff from him often. He had a bunch of Lego stuff brand new in the packaging, and I think in terms of value, like in terms of reselling, I probably could have done better at that booth, but this was one of those days just for me personally. You know, like that Foop poster, I probably could not buy that. The X's poster, I could not buy that even if I wanted to. It's not even about money. There's none of those available. So for me on a personal level, I would still go, if I could do the day again, I would have still rather had been there than gone to that other booth, even if I missed out on a little bit of money, just because personally for me, this was such a cool day. So glad that I grabbed all that stuff. Let's continue on with the hunt. Okay, I had spotted another booth across from that one that looked familiar, so I wanted to make a little like trip over there and see. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was like, yeah, I feel like this booth is familiar, and it's a guy that I go to at another flea market, so I recognized him. I said, what's up real quick. And I also saw that he had some Hilary Duff dolls that he didn't have any of the times I had seen before, so I wanted to pick those up. He also had, you can see, a Justin Timberlake one and an Aaron Carter one too. Those ones he's had for a while. I probably should have asked about those, 'cause I think at one point he wanted like 20 bucks for them, but he gave me the Hilary Duff ones for $5 a piece. So I probably could have got those ones for about the same thing too, but it's all good. I only wanted the Hilary Duff one, so I grabbed those ones. Hilary Duff dolls, for whatever reason, more than like a lot of other brand dolls, do pretty well. Those ones weren't in perfect shape, but they, you know, were only $5, so I grabbed those too. There was another guy who had some pretty good dolls and stuff too, but he was asking a lot more for them, so I left him behind, but I'll still show you guys them. What is this, freaking Rob Dyrdek's show, Wild Grinders? Dare I say that was on Nickelodeon for like a little bit.
Wild Grinders, Friday at 9, only on Nicktoons.
And how much for this guy?
35.
35? Gotcha. If he was still standing up in there, I probably would get him just for the display aspect, but it looks like he flipped over. Really cool though, still. So cute. We have the animator collection Elsa here. We have a ton of these Lego Friends sets too. A bunch of figures down here, a bunch of Hot Wheels too, some Funko Pops. There's some U2s actually. They have any of the Nickelodeon U2s? Nah. They have a JonTron one though. We have another one here, Jollytron, that boy. There's actually some of the older U2s here.
For you, man. This is for you.
Hey, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. As seen on TV, can you spare a dime, dude? Thank you. How much did you pay for it?
Just $1, but don't worry about it.
Are you sure, man?
That's my donations to the vault.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. I do not have this one, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Awesome shirt, too, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Heck yeah, man. You too. Okay, so there was a ton of stuff that I looked at. I showed you guys some shots of it, but I ended up grabbing these two dragons. So these are both from the Hogwarts Wizarding World from Universal Studios. A lot of the plushies from there can do pretty well. So I grabbed both. These are still brand new with the tag on them too. Two different ones. I think this is the one that goes on top of like the freaking bank. And then this one I'm actually not 100% sure, but I grabbed both of them though because, you know, why not? They're freaking only, I think I paid $15 for both. I think that should be covered with at least just one of them. I literally just came over here. Okay, so first off, these are the freaking McDonald's toys here with the Klasky Supo Legos on it. It's really cool just to see those, but you have all this Spyro stuff over here. The Spyro game controller here, holder. You have the Spyro Dragon here as a figure. You have the Spyro plush. You got the Digimon card game box set here. Like, what in the freaking world is happening today? There's just so much cool stuff coming out. This guy must have been like a huge Spyro fan. You can see a Spyro shirt. Oh, they have like a Spyro store or something. There's so much Spyro stuff, but it's like multiples of the same thing. Got the Gargoyle shirt there too. What is this one here? Another Gargoyles one. That is wild. So I grabbed a few things here. I got this like this promo card. I don't even know what it goes to, but it's got Zorro on it. Got this box right here, this V-Star box. I got a Spyro poster, and then I got all this Spyro stuff down here, Digimon, a few other Spyro items down there. We'll see what I end up grabbing for sure though, but man, we've already freaking paid so much for so many different things today. Today has been a very spend heavy day, but you don't have days like this every week, so got to take advantage while it's here. Okay, so apparently the prices are like kind of crazy on stuff, so I'm gonna probably be more mindful with what I grab. Tommy's basically they're charging him like what he's gonna probably be able to make from everything there, so he's probably gonna end up leaving all that stuff. I see the SpongeBob Monopoly down here. I already have this one, but still cool to see. I was trying to see if it was sealed for some reason, but let's go ahead and work our way out of here. Let's see if we can just pay for the stuff we got, because we still have a whole other flea market to look at and we don't want to be. Let's just go ahead and pay. Oh wait a minute. Oh gosh, this is freaking sick. Okay, this is the SpongeBob clam catching game. I actually have this one, but we opened it up for a video, so to have a freaking like minty one like this, I don't even know if it's sealed. It might, yeah, it looks like it's not even sealed. I technically have this game, but man, is it cool just to see it. It just depends how much he charges me. I might get this too, because that's just sick. Okay, so like I said, he was charging quite a bit for stuff, so literally we just got out with this. So this little pack of little keychains here. I mean, we'll put these on our whatnot shop. I paid 20 bucks for them. I'll probably charge like, you know, maybe $6 each on them, so it's like 36 bucks, you know, nothing crazy, but very, very cool. You know, I wish the prices would have been a little better, but I think he paid a lot for the storage locker, so that's just what you're gonna deal with sometimes. Like usually by now I would actually be going to the other flea market, but there's so much stuff today that like I've just been here so long. Like actually, like I got a lot, but I didn't get a lot. That makes a sense. Like for the amount of time that I've been here, I feel like I should have like my cart just like overflowing with stuff, but it's been a lot of small stuff and like a lot of stuff to look through. So like you have to be careful, and both the people that got stuff today were charging, you know, a good amount for everything. So it's not like you can just throw whatever you want in the cart and, you know, you're gonna get it all for $100 or something. So you have to meticulously look through everything, and those are the type of days that take you the longest, you know, because you're not just chucking it all in a bag and just saying, okay, let's buy it and get out of here. So let's see, we have a whole flea market we haven't even looked at yet, so let's start looking. We have a cart full from only 2 booths. Okay, over at this booth they have these SpongeBob Squishmallow. Like I'm so like tempted to get this one just because he's cool, but these are such a pain to clean. Like the Squishmallow material is like nearly impossible. I think they even say on there like you're not supposed to wash them, and they really aren't not easy to get clean. So maybe we'll get it. I don't know. This could be a part of our series, the Homeless SpongeBob, where we try to refurbish and bring back to life a random SpongeBob plush, and then we auction on whatnot to give it a home. This should be our next Homeless SpongeBob, I think. Let's see if we can get it for like a few bucks, and then we'll see if we can get him clean. Don't leave a sponge behind. All right, $3. We're gonna save Bobby Boy. I know my tricks to be able to get him clean. It's just gonna take a lot more work than it needs to. You can't just throw this in the washer. It's gonna take some steaming, some carpet cleaning, some OxiClean, but we'll get him good. Okay, so I came by Dusty's booth one more time just to see. I'm gonna go through these last couple of rows one more time in general, but just to see if there's any things that we missed from earlier now that things have kind of gotten more picked through. Sometimes you'll notice as stuff gets more picked through, other stuff starts to surface that you maybe didn't see, you know, when you're first glancing over, but it looks like pretty much, you know, the stuff that we saw while we were here, a lot of like those action figures and stuff. Okay, so came to another booth over here. They had like this Pokemon Pop Quiz, little DS case over here, some other games as well too, but you know, I had to find the only SpongeBob thing, so we got the SpongeBob Magic 8 Ball here. This one's kind of plain. I actually don't think I have this one. It's got just a SpongeBob logo on there and SpongeBob blowing the bubble, and it has some very SpongeBob-esque questions like tartar sauce for the answers. It looks like it's a little bit low, but it's okay. $5. Okay, so we are actually working our way out of here. What a freaking fantastic day. I cannot believe the stuff that we were able to find. I can't wait to go through those posters and everything that we found. And we are gonna get back to the car. Best thing about getting here earlier than everybody else is we have literally the closest parking in the parking lot. So I can hop on in the car and get out of here. Okay, and then on my way out, I went to one more booth and I think my camera had died, like my body camera. So I had to switch over to my regular camera. So you guys will see, we'll just kind of cut together what I ended up picking up. But from what I remember, I got this stuff there. Gloria plush from Madagascar. We got Alex the Lion. We have this one random toy for Cyber Chase. I sold the main guy from Cyber Chase, just his figure from Wendy's or Burger King. I don't even know where it's from, for like $40 one. So I wanted to grab this guy just in case. Also, this really cool Scooby-Doo pin that actually still writes. This Tweety spoon, which is just adorable. This old school ice cream candy float. Again, I sell a lot of old candy that's like still in the packaging. A lot of people will buy it, like for whatever reason. I guess they collect old candy, like their original packaging and stuff. So I don't know if this was a good one or not, but I decided just to grab it. Just screw it, why not? I found this really cool Scooby-Doo like volleyball, or this really cool Scooby-Doo beach ball here with Shaggy and Scooby inside of it. And at some point during the day, I ended up with this SpongeBob Magic 8 Ball. If we could find the clip of when I found this, that'll have been in the video at some point along these lines, but I ended up with this too. So that is pretty much it. Oh wait, and also at Jose's booth, we ended up leaving all of that stuff behind. You guys saw me look at a lot of stuff, but I ended up getting just this Digimon box set here. They came with a bunch of these different bag clips for the Digimon characters. So overall, an interesting haul. It was a weird day where everything was kind of like stretched out and like far from each other, so hopefully the video kind of came together all right. Like I said, it's tough sometimes to like film the video while also try to look for the good deals, trying to interact with everybody. Like there's so much going on at one time. Sometimes it's just tough to make it all make sense at the same time. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy these flea market videos, so I really appreciate it. But let's add up everything that we just saw right now, from the Hillary Duff dolls, the plushies, everything that we got so far here. That'll go to our grand total, and I don't know until after these videos are done and edited if we ended up breaking through our overall paid value. I don't think there's been an episode where we didn't break past our value, but I don't know, this one might be closer than I'd like it to be, but I still think we more than doubled probably. I'm crossing my fingers. You guys let me know what was your favorite pickup of today. Mine for sure were all those posters that we grabbed. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. If you guys want to support the show further, consider becoming part of our Patreon or our YouTube memberships. You can sign up for as little as $2 or $3 a month, and it helps immensely with everything we do here. On Patreon, you get extended versions of every single video, early release, ad-free, and the biggest perk of all is, again, knowing that you're keeping this show running for me and you beautiful people that watch this show. So thank you so much to our already existing Patreon and YouTube members. I appreciate it so much. And if you guys are interested in anything that I picked up today, there's a good chance you'll be able to find it on our Whatnot stream or our eBay shop, which are both linked down below. That's another way you can support the show and also pick up some awesome stuff that you see me find along the way. On Whatnot, we have some incredible deals deals. And when you sign up, you get $15 for free. So definitely check that out down below. Using my link, you'll get that $15 and you can enter all of our giveaways that we do every single week. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it! And on that note, thank you so much for watching. As always, hit the like button again, subscribe, YouTube, Patreon, all of our great stuff down below, eBay, go take a look. I'll see you guys down there. And as always, I'll see you guys in this video over here that I know you're gonna love. And as always, Rep Pack, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and